Hey folks, this is Steve with NSYSA, and I want to speak with the registrars of our clubs and give them 5 tips as they get ready for fall scheduling. What we're going to cover here is registering your team. We're not going to cover new team registration, but the ID from the state, the team name protocols, assigning those 4 team staff position slots, indicating any special considerations for your scheduler or during the scheduling meeting, and marking them ready for schedule, and then finally applications as needed. All this information can be found in detail under Registrar in a FAQ section. Encourage you to download that document and take a look at it. And you can always come back under videos and watch this video again. So the first thing you need to do is you need to log on to the NSYSA system. And once you've logged in, you as a registrar will have your credentials brought in. You'll be able to go to the registrar piece, and you'll see that we have agreements, applications, FAQ, as mentioned before, manage, and tools. Tools has some great stuff, but for this video, we're going to focus on manage. And in managing, we're going to take a look at our teams, our team history, our team placement, and our users. We're going to focus on teams, and we have, as you can see here, the entire association worth of teams. We're going to take a look at just one team that I want us to quickly view and see what they've done as far as some of their team history. This happens to be a CK team, and as we can see here from history with our Wildcats, they have been in existence from 2011. They've maintained their state ID number. They've changed their name just as they've changed and grown older from 11 to 12 to 13. They've gone back and forth from Division 3 to Division 2. They've always remained boys, and they've played in both fall and Rec Cup seasons. So the biggest piece here is nothing has changed but the date and the age, and the team name has changed. And take a look at this naming protocol. CK, the number 1 team of 2000, and Venomous Hawks was dropped from U12 to U13 as Wild Hawks. And we'll get back to that as we take a look at our teams. And as I said, we're going to use an NSYSA team here, set up some demos, come in and take a look at these. And we've got a pair of teams. Darcy is the assistant on a U13. Steve is the assistant on a U9. We've got a manager. We don't have a coach for either team, nor do we have trainers. We have the state assigned numbers. We've got a pretty mishmash of how this club, NSYSA, has been naming their teams. We're going to clean that up and do some other work on it. So we're going to select our U13 team first, and we're going to go in there and do not touch the state assigned ID. It is essentially the DNA for the team. As we saw in that CK example, it allows rich team history to come across. It allows us to track the team through a variety of other fields. We have made some updates to follow state protocol recently. We still have rec, we still have comp, but mod has been changed to small-sided. So it now goes small-sided, rec, comp, and we've added RCL and PSPL for those select teams. The system defaults to coach, and our coach is really too busy to be the qualified primary contact for most of our teams. So meet with your team and see if the assistant, the manager, or the trainer would be a better primary contact and change it there. Make sure that we grow them another year older so that they're in the correct spot, and let's help that out with the naming piece. And as we discussed before, there's a whole variety of ways to establish the naming, but the way that we recommend would be to take this team here, Team A, test team for Club NSYSA, and identify them as the first team who happens to be a year 2000, and then make test team Tigers, Tornadoes, Tyrannosaurus Rex, whatever you want it to be, but use the club name, use the first, second, or third, use the year of birth, and then the team name. Advance their age, as I said. Make sure you mark them for schedule. Select your coaches. Coaches can only be selected. Coaching staff from list of RMA approved and cleared people. So typing in the name of your cleared staff is a very easy way to do it, and a very simple way to quickly be able to get there. So with Bob as coach, Darcy as assistant, you have to have Val as the manager to keep them in sync. And I am going to use Kevin as a good goalkeeper coach for this crew. So we're going to go here and pull in Kevin. So we've got our trainer as Kevin, Val is our manager, who is also going to be our primary point of contact because Val always has her phone with her, Darcy as assistant, and Bob as the coach. And we're also going to have Bob coach in this example our other, our U9 team, which is going to be a U10 this coming season. So we want, for scheduling considerations, to put the following comments that Bob is also coaching this other team. We haven't named the team. We're using the DNA, the state identifier, to indicate that team. So we're requesting that this team have afternoon or PM matches. You can abbreviate that, but the key is identify the other team where the conflict results in, and make sure that you indicate which team wants first or AM and which team wants PM. And by all means, if you've got coaches coaching multiple teams, make sure you've got competent field staff in the assistants, the manager, and the trainer, as this team does. Name's been updated. The age has been updated. They're ready to schedule. We've updated the point of contact. We've made scheduling recommendations in the comments. We update them, and we can see now that all of that information has been brought across, and they're good to go. We're going to quickly go into our U9 team. We're going to update them to a 10. Mod has gone away, so we're going to make them small-sided. Louis has agreed to be the point of contact as the assistant, which is great. And we're going to select we're going to select Kevin again as the coach for this example. And then we're going to update as we put PM for the U14 team. We're now going to put AM requested matches because of the U14 team here. And we've going to update the name. And instead of this being test team 2, we're going to update it right here with this name. So it's our second team, happens to be birth date of 2004, and its test team is their name. Could be Tigers, could be Tornadoes, and so forth. They are marked ready to schedule, and we updated them. And again, we can see that all that information's been brought across. The only thing that hasn't been brought across is Coach Bob. So we're going to go in here and update. Good to go. Bob's coaching both teams. We've got the notes on both teams indicating the AM PM preference. Last thing I want to do is I want to assign the older team wants to be in the Rec Cup. So I go to Applications, I select Rec Cup, I find the team from the pull down list, and that's it. Same can be done for competitive play and Soccer to the Max for the younger team. If you do Soccer to the Max, make sure you put in the t-shirt sizes there. All this information, as I said, is found with a whole lot more in the FAQs. And in FAQs, you're going to find this reference notes. Leeming did a great job with a downloadable page. So as you can see, we have quickly covered how to register your team, assigning the staffs, indicating the scheduling considerations, AM, PM, marking them ready to schedule, and as needed, making applications for in-season tournaments. That's it. You can also pull down and reference all of this with the FAQ right here, or watch this video again. Thank you very much for being the registrar on behalf of your club. Look forward to seeing you at the scheduling meeting.